the same sort of sentiment in Britain as there is across Europe. I think people are sick of the sort of mainstream parties and really, want something different. You see Reform are, getting double digits in the polls, and I think if Farage joined them, they'd wipe out the Tories. But we're not seeing, like, we're still going to have a sort of left wing government after the next election. Whereas if you look at Germany, if you look at a lot of European countries, they've had a big lurch to the right.
And how far are we behind? I've been wondering, are we behind Europe, which is my claim? Are we just on a different trajectory to Europe?
I don't know what it is. I think Europe, because they've had more migration than us, and I mean certainly in Germany, there seems to be much more of a sort of overt establishment control in places like Germany. Like, they're talking about banning the AFD to preserve democracy. And can you imagine if they came out and said we're going to ban UKIP to preserve democracy? I mean, that would be insane. That would inflame everybody's emotions, and everybody would vote for UKIP. So I think, I guess the establishment in the UK is a bit smarter. Yeah, I don't really know why that is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, they'd probably get away with that here as well, to be honest. But yeah, I think there's a few reasons. I mean, proportional representation to me is the big one. You can't make headway with an IFD type party in this country. I also think the borders, like you say, they don't have an island, even though we can't apparently defend it. But if you're Belgium or something, or whoever it is, Denmark now are quite tough on immigration. You'll just be constantly on the threat of being invaded in these countries, or Austria, whoever you are, Poland. And even Germany now, I mean, they're usually the ones invading, of course, but you just think they have a different relationship to immigration. They have proportional representation. We also, I believe, have this fear of kind of anything with an ethnic element. We have this fear of Hitler. We don't want to be Hitler. So anything kind of far right, so-called, freaks us out. Whereas, Holland's got Wilders now. You've got the IFD in Germany. They're all not bothered. Whereas we're like, oh, can't be. We think Suella Braverman saying maybe stop a dinghy is far right. So we're squeamish. The sort of professional class is very squeamish about anything far right. So that's another reason I think. There's a host of reasons. So when I say we're behind,
and I think Brexit sort of, if we hadn't had Brexit, we'd maybe be on the a similar trajectory. But Brexit sort of took the sting out of and the impetus from that movement. So yeah.
Yes, as if we won, but we didn't actually win anything with Brexit. And then all the Remainers doubled down and became very anti-patriotic.
Yeah, and if anything, it made it worse.
Yeah.
Because, we used to get, I guess, a lot more immigration from Europe and Eastern Europe. And, now that's changed and we're getting a lot more from, the Sahel.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we shot our shot too soon. We need to save it up for this crisis rather than Brexit, which is like, you're looking at that going, the single market, what was this all about? Like, you're sort of thinking this is more important, the survival of the country. But then again, the argument was Brexit was to get control of our borders so that actually we were getting ahead of this problem. Unfortunately, it hasn't led to that, but that was the theories. If that had worked, it would have been the correct thinking.